You want to know the realest thing that nobody ever says? Some days you just don't feel like it. It doesn't matter what you want to do, what your goals are, how much you get paid, nothing. Some days you just don't feel like doing the thing that you do every single day. Whether it be starting a direct-to-beef, can't even talk. Whether it be starting a direct-to-consumer beef business, maybe moving to the ranch, moving to the homestead. Some days you aren't going to feel like doing that daily work. Or maybe you're starting a business of some sort. Someday there's going to be a time where you don't want to do those daily tasks. Whether you're trying to lose weight and you enjoy the lifting aspect, at some point you won't enjoy lifting anymore. There'll be a day where you don't feel like it. That's just true in everything. There are things that you do because you want to do them, and there are things that you do because that's what you have to do to get closer to your goals. And that today is maybe a day where you don't feel like it, but tomorrow you're going to look back and be glad that you went ahead and still went and did that thing. So if I relate this back to something that was a good example of this in my life, was my weight loss journey. I really did like lifting weights, not so much the dieting, but I did it because I wanted to be disciplined to get to where I needed to get. And there came to a point in time, after a year or so of doing the same type of workouts, where I really didn't feel like going to the gym to lift. I got bored with it, but I knew I needed to get it done. I knew I needed to have some form of that resistance training. And so I did it anyway. And I continue to do it anyway, even when I don't feel like it. And the funny thing is eventually it comes back to where you do enjoy that thing again. But you do it anyway. And then eventually you get the results. And then people ask you how you did it. And those people who ask you how you did it, you have to remember those are the same people that you used to be before you went after that goal, before you made those tough choices. And just because you do it in one aspect, one area of your life, doesn't mean that you've done it in all areas. So I did it in my weight loss journey. Now there's another aspect of my life, whether it be making this YouTube channel, building a direct-to-consumer beef business, or whatever it is. There are days when I don't feel like making these videos. You don't reap the rewards right away when you make a YouTube video. You don't reap the rewards unless some people get lucky. Some people get lucky with weight loss too. There are going to be those outliers. But the truth is, you got to put in the work. You got to do the editing. You got to shoot the video. And you got to push record at the end of the day. And there's some days you just flat out don't feel like it. And that's just reality. So when I turned this camera on today, I didn't know exactly what I was going to talk about. So I decided to just talk about what was real. I didn't feel like making this video, and that's probably about as real as it can get. And I hope that's relatable to some of you on the other end of this video. I hope I can help one person with this video. If you have a dream, starting a direct consumer beef business, getting to the ranch, moving to homestead, or maybe you watch one of my videos and you say, hey, I can relate, I'd appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. God bless.